you guys were making new friends in the city-state of Oran, a massive and ancient port city with no overriding country. Um, you managed to get some haggling done. It was mostly a shopping episode. Uh, Made friends with at least two tieflings. Uh, Very good potential friends who were very excited to meet sea elves. Well, one of them was very excited to meet sea elves.
Random, right?
Well, he just had a thing. and and you guys managed to buy some new stuff and debate what you're going to do. Also, you managed to acquire a team of carpenters to work on your ship, and they said it'll take about a day. So that means sometime tomorrow you'll be ready to leave. So, folks, what would you like to do?
Thought we were
Before we,
going ghost hunting.
yeah,
That was the idea.
Yeah. So we bought our magic weapons and we returned to the ship, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So,
The ship, which is currently being worked on, because of the
mhm.
damage from the hull that you sustained when you ran into some unfriendly types in that very misty area, shrouded in
Mhm.
fog out in the sea. And they said they'll have it finished for you by tomorrow.
Alright, so let's just wait it out then. I mean, we got our items, we got things, so
All right, if that's how you wish to do, that's what we can do.
if everyone is up for that, unless if there's anything else anybody wants to do.
I think I'm good.
I think at some point in the night, Lobu's going to repeat his little stroll around, pretend to be Sandblay, and convince people to be down with the mother of what?
The Sea Mother.
There it is.
So roll me both a deception check and a persuasion check.
Sorry, just a second.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh god, you didn't even need advantage on those.
Sweet.
Yeah, not only are people you're passing by convinced that you are this dead smuggler pirate dude, but they are actually getting interested in what you have to say about the Sea Mother. So you guys finish resting. Your crew, eh, for the most part, they look rested. They've been out drinking a lot, mostly down at the closest tavern, which was the Pirates Gamble, which you guys went to the first night. And they are looking like, you know, somewhat hungover at times. Like, trying to stay away from the ship because of all the carpentry noises going on after first light. And the construction foreman on this looks at you guys and says, "Oh, we should be ready in about another 2 hours. How about you come back after breakfast and we should be ready to you should be ready to go."
All right, sounds good. Thanks, buddy. And then Lobu's gonna go down. He's gonna be like, anyone want to go to the ship tavern thing? See if they've got grub.
Yeah, sounds like it could be a good time. Kill some time beforehand.
Sounds like a good plan.
Noxie nods.
There we go. All right. So you get there, and it's the door to it is open. It's just that it's fairly quiet. It looks like you are the only people kind of stumbling in at this hour. Um, the proprietor, the bugbear called Vash, is just kind of like setting out a few things on the bar top, and kind of looks up and seems a bit surprised that you're there. Oh, and here I was thinking that you were just evening folk. What can I do for you already?
Do you serve anything for breakfast or anything good to eat?
Sure, sure. And he looks around. Says, "Hey, Melanie, hey, do you have anything in back?" He calls towards the kitchen area, and you hear back. Uh, yeah, just mostly a cauldron of scrambled eggs. It was some bits of fish that I was able to get to snag. They're not really any big fish. They're just like these little minnow things, but they fry up okay. And he kind of looks at the group of you and says, "Is that okay with you guys?"
Nods. It's really okay with anything.
All right, well, sit down. They'll be out. Should be out shortly. It actually smells pretty good. The odor wafting through. Very much the fish smells distinct. The eggs probably decent eggs, not anything like overturned. Can I set you up with any ale or anything like that while we wait?
Well, I mean, if you insist. I wouldn't want to offend you or anything.
Oh no, it's not offensive. I'm just wondering what I can get you. And ale's usually better than water out in the sea, but sometimes the people with purify spells.
What time is it in the morning?
It's soon after first light, basically the first time in the day that the carpentry crew can work on your ship. So I'm thinking like 8 in the morning.
Lobu, you're drinking at 8 in the morning?
I don't want to offend Vash. I mean, Vash runs this place here, this fine establishment, and how's the server supposed to make any money if you don't buy a drink?
Does that sound suspicious to me? Because that sounds weird as hell.
Roll an insight check. Lebu just seems very eager to please.
I mean, I guess. I still don't think it's a great idea, Lobu. I mean, we're about to head off.
Sure. I mean, I don't. You're the captain.
I mean, you're your own person. You're free to do what you want, but I don't.
You have any juice or anything?
Oh, well, sure. I've got some juice. Well, not too much. I mean, it's probably still got some alcohol in it too to preserve it, but yeah, we made some trips down south towards Chult a while back, and got some interesting fruits to make juice from. Hey, Melanie, can you bring up some of that jungle juice that we got? This
Jungle juice.
Jungle juice. Oh no.
like
That
kind of
sounds
like
ominous.
He gives you guys a look. It's like, sorry, I'm not really good at naming things. I mean, you've seen the name of my establishment. It's just the Pirate's Gamble, because well, I was once a pirate and I gamble now. So
Well, it's better than tree juice.
Noxie shows Lobu a sign. If I was captain, I wouldn't make you drink jungle juice.
Thanks, Noxie.
he shrugs. Anyway, the half orc woman comes trotting out with she's like carrying one of those like cauldrons that you typically put over a fire pit. She's like got it in one gloved hand. Um, it's like carrying that out. She's got another bottle tucked under her arm. It looks about half full, and she's got a group of dishes balanced in the free hand. It's like, well, here's breakfast, and she just like starts setting the bowls down in front of you and sets the pot down in between you guys on the bar and starts ladling out bits of what looks like scrambled eggs with fish chunks in it. Like bits of little minnows and sardine sort of fishes. Uh, she puts the juice bottle on the table, and Vash starts taking care of that. It's actually slightly chilled, and he starts like pouring it out for each of you.
What's in it?
I don't really know besides the fruit from down south.
Sounds perfectly safe.
No more questions here.
Well, it tastes good. That's all I know. And since it's again a new substance to each of you, please roll Constitution saving throw. Yeah, Topaz. Evidently, you are allergic to this because after you take a sip, your entire face starts to swell up. Your cheeks puff out, and your tongue just feels huge. Lebu,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's nothing special. Dread and Volan, on the other hand, oh my god, this stuff's amazing.
Noxie was waiting till everyone else drank it. After seeing what happens to Topaz, she is not taking a sip.
Bash grimaces seeing Topaz's complexion. It's like and he looks over at Volan. Does she usually look like that?
Topaz? You good?
Lobu like looks like he wants to like pat her on the back, but then just kind of like steps backwards. Wow, I don't think I've ever heard anyone swear like that. That's amazing. Guys, I would translate this, but I really have no idea. I mean, there just aren't words in common.
She's also holding the fruit of her nose.
Can I do a medicine check on Topaz?
Yes, go for it. She is having an allergic reaction. The bugbear just kind of grimaces and scoops up some of his eggs.
I think
Noxie.
you.
Well, I think that I'm going to just say that this is all in the house for you guys. She did not have a good reaction to that.
Noxie pulls out the antitoxin, and she points at it in front of Topaz, like, "Do you need this?"
Oh, I think she might actually die.
I will give her the antitoxin.
You think she's poisoned?
I don't know what's going on, but it's not right.
I think she's being dramatic.
I mean, just from a cursory medical viewpoint, she's just having an allergic reaction, but looks pretty serious. I don't know.
Does the antitoxin help?
Was this the antitoxin you were distilling from something, or something you bought?
No, it's just something I picked up.
Something you picked up?
Yeah, someone had it, and I yoinked it off
Okay.
their body. So
Okay, Topaz, I want you to roll me a 1d6. Somehow, this antitoxin seems to be something that really helps with anaphylactic shock, and you start feeling better.
Ugh. What are you looking at?
Do you want me to get a rum for you, Topaz?
Yes.
Yeah, Lobu goes over and orders. He's like, Vash, could I just have a little shot of rum for my friend?
Yeah, on the house. And he just kind of puts it in a tiny little shot glass and slides it over.
You're a pretty great bugbear, man.
Well, we've had some good luck here recently on the ship. I made a lot of money last night. House always wins.
You don't have to tell me. Whew.
Nah, if you want to buy the whole bottle, that will actually cost you. That'll do it. And he pushes the entire rest of the bottle over towards Topaz, taking the platinum she offered him in trade and puts it away. Enjoy.
She's just tossing it back. Long pull. Oh. God, that stuff was vile.
Lopez, do you not know what you're allergic to?
The fuck was I supposed to know? I'm allergic to jungle juice.
Why are you drinking fruit you've never heard of?
Why are they serving things that kill people?
Oh my god.
To be
Real
fair, I've only
compassionate
got,
you are, because I'm girlfriend.
Yeah. I think spending time with you has made me less compassionate.
That's just mean.
Vash puts his bowl and cup away and looks at the rest of you guys over. Well, you seem to be feeling quite a bit better.
you did it.
Ah, it's a little better.
might have killed Emily there.
She's dying of laughter.
There's no words.
Let's get out of this place.
Yeah,
Well-
this bars are a lot sadder during the daytime.
Well, good luck on your journeys, friends. Maybe we'll see each other again.
Thanks, Vash. Sorry about that time. I stopped paying attention halfway through what you were saying and questioned whether or not you had a dead partner or not. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Have we covered enough time for the?
Yeah. Yeah, you get back to your ship after spending that time at the bar, eating, watching Topaz nearly suffocate from anaphylactic shock. So you can go drink down a bottle of rum. Um, that reminds me, Topaz, Constitution saving throw. Yeah, Topaz is drunk.
Great. Yeah, we spent a good 2 hours watching.
Ooga booga.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Fumble is still getting changed out of work clothes, so I'm here though.
Welcome, Cogsworth. And Cogsworth, as you see the carpentry people finishing up on the ship, you see several of your companions, Dread, Volin, Lebu, Topaz, and Noxie, come up from the Pirate's Gamble. Topaz looks like she's swaying back and forth, and her color is a little bit off.
The Pirate's Gamble, is that the name of the ship?
That's the name of the dive bar you guys. Oh, that's right. You weren't there for that, were you? That's right. That was
No.
Fumble. So they're coming up from a bar that appears to be a ship that's moored at the very end of the dock, at the very edge of the stretch of docking berths. And as I said, Topaz is swaying, and her color's a little bit off.
Is Topaz alright?
Noxie held up a sign. She almost died.
She did not almost die.
It looked like she almost died.
She's fine.
How much time did I miss?
2 hours.
How did you manage to have Topaz not almost die in 2 hours? Should I be concerned?
Well, basically, she had an allergic reaction to some jungle juice that the bugbear on the ship gave us, and then she drank some antitoxin, and then she drank a bottle of
You
rum.
talking about me?
No, that
Jungle.
that other person.
Jungle juice. Good thing
Noxie holds up a
I'm concerned what you would make me concerned.
Noxie holds up a sign. I think it's juice from a jungle? Question mark.
Oh, I'm sure. But what entity of the jungle did you come from?
He said something about fruit from Cholt or something like that.
Oh dear. I don't
I'm-
want to know what they found.
I mean, I thought it was pretty good, but apparently she has an allergy,
It was good.
right?
I didn't super care for it, and come to think of it, we don't have a whole lot of fruit under the ocean, so I don't know. Maybe it's just not.
I mean,
Not
I've
for
heard you have
sea elves.
cucumbers, so you at least have vegetables.
Gee,
I
I would
mean,
like
I've
to point
eaten
out
those for
cucumbers are fruit. They have seeds. By definition,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
fruit.
Sea cucumbers also
That
are
was
plants.
Beelzebub's
I
ass
know.
juice, is what that was. That was sperm of parsnip. I don't know what that shit was.
Why are you
Awful.
drinking things if you don't know what they are, Topaz?
Everyone else was drinking it. Looked
Yeah,
like a
it's
good
just
idea at the
good.
time. Fuck you. Looked like a good idea at the time.
Noxie raises her hand. I did not.
Noxie did not.
Are mom and mom fighting?
Yeah, I mean, like always.
Now my ear's bruised.
Your ear is not bruised.
Let's just watch out for them. Because unlike Topaz, Volan has a literal axe she can grind. They'll be okay, right?
Bitch, stop hitting my ears! Ow!
I think if they can survive sex with each other, they'll probably survive a fight.
She pulled a
Is that
flurry
what
of
that
blows
was?
the other day.
I thought a random squall rolled in the other.
That's just what that sounds like.
Noxie holds a sign. Sometimes I wake up and I think we're under attack.
You said you were done with the chicken.
It's my chicken. Or half of my chicken.
In many ways, we are under attack, Nox.
She just kind of tilts her head. She doesn't really understand.
Out of game, real quick. What's the name of our new friend? I keep forgetting it every time.
Thalia Steadyhand, a male Goliath that you guys picked up from the Pirates Gamble.
You enjoy.
In the notes.
Yes.
So, how much longer until Fumble's awake? Out of character.
Just long enough for me to open this chicken.
Food.
Get me.
Let's get our ghost hunt on.
Okay, Fumble.
All right.
Can you do here?
The Carpenter
hear?
Guild wishes you guys all well. Quickly, tries to take Volan aside to show that they did indeed repair the deck. In fact, it's very difficult to see in places where the deck's been resealed below because it's such a good job.
Oh, gorgeous work. I'm sure. I'm sure we'll need your help in the future. So.
Well, I'd
We'll
rather
definitely
that
come
than have you guys go underwater.
Appreciate it.
I mean, I don't know about the rest of you. I mean, I guess those sea elves would be okay if that happened, but I'm guessing the rest of you and the crew wouldn't survive.
I mean, I don't
I'm
need to
gonna-
breathe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about you. You're just wow.
Hi.
Hi.
He forgets about us.
She just kind of.
I'll be over here, Captain.
She just kind of rubs the back of her head. Well then, well we're gonna pack on up here and get out of your way. Good luck on whatever you're doing. Hopefully this won't get reopened up anytime soon. But
Sure.
if you want any improvements on the ship or anything else we can help you with, you come back to Orin. Just look me up. Look us up.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
15 minutes later, we come back in. Guys, we broke it again.
I mean, if you let me take a quick trip through the farmer's market, I could put a leak in the boat.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
New.
I'm back, Grizz.
bow.
Yes. So does Fumble hate me in or out of character?
Right now, though. What?
No, nothing. I didn't even have to risk.
Anyway.
I swear, I will slap you across the face with a chicken strip if you don't stop.
So you sound like you're feeling better over there.
Yeah, I'm not. I can actually talk now.
Same.
Yeah, I know.
Don't waste chicken. Don't waste chicken on slapping him with it.
Hey, you're not supposed to slap the chicken.
Anyway, so the ship has been repaired. Your crewmates are back on board, fixing the rigging, sails, all that sort of stuff. It's all up to the captain now.
Noxie,
Who is Captain?
It did confuse me.
Noxie lost her captain privileges.
Does that mean we get to captain now?
No, we do not need to be captain.
Why? You don't think we could run people?
One word for you why we shouldn't be captain. Blackout. We need to get fixed first.
We're broken?
Yes. How many people should be in one head?
At least 2.
Oh. 2 heads are better than 1. We only have the 1 head.
But we have 2 minds.
Well, I'm of 2 minds to separate us.
I'm gonna start trying to walk my half of the body away.
I grabbed the railing.
Okay, both of you roll me. Okay, uh, Bumble, roll a wisdom saving throw. Cogsworth, roll a an athletics check.
Oh, it is still Excog.
What'd you say?
We're just making sure that we have the dropped up set so the saves show up as the proper thing.
Okay, cool.
And then I roll athletics.
Yes.
Okay. 5.
All right. Somehow you clutch ineffectively at the railing as Fumble, drags control of the legs and just starts marching you across the thing. It's like you can feel your body moving, but it's completely under her power at the moment.
This feels weird.
Exactly.
And some of the crew that's in the middle of getting ready to getting ready to launch the ship are just now stopping what they're doing and staring at the sight of the Warforged. One half point. The Warforged walking in the opposite direction that it's pointed. Basically, is how I'm picturing it. It's like they got the hands grabbing at the thing while the legs are just walking and pulling back and everything. So.
So which one is going to be in control when we fight the ghost?
One hand just immediately points and jabs me straight in the nose.
All right, gonna be me then. Can I get the legs back?
No.
Okay, I guess she has the legs, guys. What next? Captain?
Alright, crew. Prepare to set sail. My navigator's drunk, so I'll be steering the
Fine.
ship.
I'm fine.
You look fine. Thalia, I don't know where we're going. I need your help.
The massive Goliath nods, running a hand over his smoothed head. It's like, yeah, I think I know which way to go. It's not too far from here. It's
I whisper, seemingly to myself, but to Cogs. And Talia, girls.
But be nice.
It's about
Yes.
last time I saw the ship that we're going towards. It was about 25 miles away on this island, and he points at an island that's nearby. It's on your map. Where is that actual map at? Anyway,
So on the rough map or on like his own proper map?
it's on the map that you guys have. You see that one island that has no little markings on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's down there. Yeah, it's the one the island that's closest to Orin without markings. And he gestures towards it. It's like,
Okay.
yeah. That's it was around there that I last spotted the Emperor of Waves. So it should still be there.
Right, no problem. We'll make a sail out. 25 miles, no issue. So, let's get ready to go. Topaz, go to bed.
Actually,
Oh,
Hmm. Actually, if you let me. Hmm. GM.
Yes.
Lesser restoration specifically states blind. It can remove
Yes.
blinded,
Lesser
deafened,
restoration
paralyzed, or
will
poisoned.
lesser restoration will fix her drunken state.
Okay. Topaz, if you would allow it, may I cast a
I'm
spell
busy.
to
I'm navigating.
Volan? May I restore her sanity?
I really appreciate it. She's yelling at us to go to port. We're at port.
I will cast Lesser Restoration on her. Mind you, it's a touch spell, so hopefully I don't get flipped into the ocean.
So that means
Oh.
I have to walk over to her.
Yes. Can we?
What are you doing?
I went to like secret agent over there.
Yeah, the Warforged, assuming that Fumble allows it. Fumble?
Yes.
Okay. Walks over to you, takes hold of your arm, and you feel a warmth spread through you and clear out your head.
Do you feel better?
I'm gonna be
Around.
backing away at this.
Look around at the sailors. The hell are you doing? Why do you have all those sails up? I swear to God.
We're just following the orders of the captain, ma'am.
Volan. Fixed
Yeah,
her.
Fumble. Thank you. Yo, Topaz. Are you gonna crash my fucking ship?
Probably.
Behave.
Sorry.
You deserve it if I did. Hit me in the ears.
Listen, just get us there if you can. Otherwise, I can do it. It's no big deal.
You can't do it.
I can do it.
You could not do it.
I can absolutely do it.
Anything you can do, she can do better.
No. Your singing has improved, though. Improved.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah. I'd be
All
happy
right,
to.
everybody. We got a good old fashioned sail off. Get your wallets out. It's betting time.
Volan.
Yes, Fumble.
Just because I'm curious what it would look like. Can I wear the captain's hat?
I mean, I guess at this point, I mean, well, yeah, wait, that's a good question. Is she gonna give it back?
Yeah.
Does that sound correct?
Are you asking Fumble or GM?
GM, I'm trying to
Roll an insight.
take my fucking hat. Oh my god.
She just probably
Wouldn't it
wants
be-
to look to see how it looks on her.
I mean, I don't see the harm in it, I guess. Here, I'll take it off my head and
Why? Because Fumble seems just so innocent that she wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
according to this insight check, yep.
Okay.
So?
Alright.
Put it on my head or our head. And I run around. Noxie! Look what I got!
Fumble, what are we doing? Fumble, what are we doing? Fumble.
Alexa comes out of her quarters.
You now see the hat on the on the strange Warforged.
We do like a. I don't even know what kind of pose it would.
Like a Captain Morgan pose, but without the barrel.
Yeah.
It's like just chest out, fists on the hips. She was doing the pose, but couldn't describe it.
She holds the sign. You're captain now.
That's not correct, Noxie.
She wanted to see what the hat looked like on her. How do we look?
She gives you a thumbs up,
Can we
and
get
then
the
she
hat back
holds
now?
up a sign. Whoever has the captain's hat on is captain. So
But which one of us is captain?
So I go and give it back to Volan because I don't want that kind of responsibility.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fumble.
Do you ever need a hat?
Why would we sit on her hat?
No one else gets the captain's hat.
It looks crumpled enough as it is.
All right, let's see this amazing sailing skill. Let's see it.
Yeah, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the helm.
Yep, I'll be sitting over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna brace myself for when we run aground.
Yeah, sure. You know, like when you almost ran us into those rocks that one time? Remember that?
Nope.
I do.
Was it the jungle juice?
Twas not.
So you set sail?
Yep.
Out into the waves you go.
So, Topaz.
Hmm?
As we're sailing, I'm gonna walk over just to one of the random ropes that are tied on the
Oh,
railing.
you're gonna walk over?
Yeah.
How you gonna walk?
What
I
does
got
that
the
rope do?
legs.
I'm gonna borrow the leg.
You said you got the legs.
I did. So, what does this rope do?
That's the rope for the foresail.
And what about this one?
That's the rope that attaches to the anchor. What did you think that one did?
I figured the anchor was over there. Point to where the chain is.
Which one are you pointing at?
I'm guessing that or that is the anchor because it looks very chainy.
Oh no, that's on the top. What you're looking at is that's not even attached to anything.
Ah, that's just a detail on the drawing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's actually might be the ropes down to the sides of the ship.
Oh, like to climb up.
Climb up, climb down, yeah.
Okay.
So, about 3 hours into your journey, the skies begin to darken, and rain begins to fall. Wind picks up, and the crew starts scrambling to fix the sails in the right direction.
Oh no, navigator! Storm ahead. What will you do?
It's a bit of rain. We're fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But with rain comes lightning. We're metal.
We'll be fine. Yes, they might not.
But what if lightning hits us and one of us just goes poof? I hope it's you. I'm not ready.
And you think I am? For all we know, we could have unfinished business. We don't remember our business.
Did we even have business?
Did we have a business?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I'd be suited for clerical work.
Oh my god. We're proud of yourself.
Yes.
So, as the Warforged continues to debate with itself rather loudly, the 6 members of the crew just start running back and forth, doing this and that, and the big Goliath that you hired, it comes up and just starts, grabbing on the ropes to steady the sails as the wind picks up even more dramatically. he kind of glances around, sees the Warforged arguing with itself, and tries to look for one of the normal crew members, like Lobu or Dread or Volan or Topaz or even Noxie.
I think Lobu's right there, and he's like maybe already behind Steady Hand and is trying to like help pull on whatever he's pulling on.
And Steady Hand just like looks at Lobu and says, "Is that normal? What is with that the metal one?"
Oh, I would ignore that. We found it in a. I mean them. We found them in a dungeon, and we gave them a really powerful weapon, and we just kind of let them do whatever they want. It works out.
But it's arguing in two different voices.
Oh, it's
with
for
itself.
sure broken.
And now,
It's like very
now,
broken.
now we're running around in circles, and you're hearing Fumble say, "I don't want to get electrocuted."
But the top half is completely calm, just kind of looking done with life. Can we not? I'm getting dizzy.
Yeah, well,
But
that
they
kind
didn't
of
ask us any questions.
that kind of sums up this particular
Oh,
adventuring
oh, look.
style.
Oh, look, no more stars to sail by. Nothing but storm clouds. Let's see the vaunted watercraft skill, Captain. We wait with bated breath.
We haven't crashed yet, so there's that.
I thought we were going towards an island. Aren't those pretty visible?
It was 25 miles away. You move approximately 2 miles per hour on this ship. It's been 3 hours, which means you've moved 6 miles, which means you're still 19 miles away.
When you're on level ground, it's what, 16 miles to the horizon?
Yeah, so
On Earth. I don't know about whatever planet this is.
Ollaras is a bit bigger than Earth.
Mhm.
So I imagine it's.
But we
the
can't see it yet.
distance- Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So besides, it's also now dark out. Storms. Storms are raging. All right.
I'm half tempted to pull out the bongos and start playing that music.
The rowing music.
Yeah.
How does the crew look like they're handling this whole situation?
Roll a perception check.
Sounds about right.
2 miles an hour seems awfully slow if we have wind with us.
Yeah, I haven't. No, I was just talking about the average here on my sheet. From the average traveling distances. Right now, the wind is like blowing back against direction, which is why they're doing something with the sails.
The waves could also be pretty nutty, killing your momentum.
Yeah, and remember, this is a world with 2 moons, which means the waves can be pretty serious. So as the storm is going on, let's see, Libu's already ran a perception check. How about the rest of you give me a perception check?
Okay.
We didn't roll for shit today.
Cogniverth and Fumble are so busy arguing with each other. Dread, maybe you're just staring at them, or maybe you're looking around with Lobu trying to figure out what's going on with the crew. But Volan, Topaz, and Noxie all notice something. Volan, each of you is looking out at different parts of the deck, happen to glance out onto the sea, and you notice that there is a dark shape in the water that isn't consistent with the storm or the normal rolling. Something seems to be heading towards your ship.
Mm.
Does this seem kind of familiar to that fucking ship we found on that other island, like really far west? Like, does it seem like
No, this seems more organic. Something, either low under the water or just at the top of the water.
Can we figure it out?
Yes, roll a nature check.
can I assist? Because I'm also curious. Oh,
Ooh.
well,
Damn.
Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, some sort of. It looks at first glance. At first glance, like just an undulating serpent of some kind. But the closer and closer it pulls, you can see distinctive shapes clinging to the sides of it. Shapes that are incredibly familiar to Topaz. Looking over, you can definitely see that these are Sahagin.
Oh, I'm
Are you-
screaming that again. What are they? What are they riding, or whatever the hell it is?
It seems to be some kind of sea serpent. I guess like some sort of using it as some kind of siege creature.
Battle stations.
I
Alright.
mean, how do we? It's heading towards us.
He heads to the big crossbow.
Yeah, I'm saying head
What's
to the
heading where?
ballistas.
Sahagin's on a serpent,
Where?
pointing out toward the shape.
What direction is it off the ship?
I'm coming up behind you at the moment.
Okay, so stern.
Yeah.
Okay. I will jump on the other side of the crossbow and help out Noxie.
All right. Lobu.
How many Sahagin can we tell?
Give me 1 second. Lobu, first roll me a wisdom saving throw, Lobu.
Oh, of course. 17.
Yeah, you heard a giant sea snake and shivered a bit, but you're under control. But let's see. So we're gonna use a giant constrictor snake for that. Ooh, too bad this map isn't quite big enough. But yeah, so we're gonna use the giant constrictor snake for that. And as for the Sahagin, so you got a good perception check, so you could probably see that there are about 8 Sahagin visible on the surface of the, clinging to the sides of this thing. You don't know if there's any writing underneath of it because of the angle that you're looking at, but you can definitely see 8 of them from where you're at.
All right, I'm going over the side at my earliest opportunity, and can head back that way. At least I'll give them another target, if nothing else.
How far away are they?
They're coming in fast. Let's see. It's hard to tell with this map because we got the sea map here and it's not big enough to show battle at the moment. Let me extend that 1 second. I can do that with this map. 2736. I'm just gonna write this down real quick so I can return it to its original state.
Quick question while we're setting up. For Cogsworth and Fumble, how did we decide which one of us controls combat? Can we just decide at the start of a combat, or is it whoever was in control last?
You can decide that, or you can roll me a wisdom saving throw at the beginning of each turn to see which one of you is in control that round.
Okay.
It's up to you. How do you
so we
want to
could
do
fight
it?
each other, or we could roll a save to try and switch intentionally.
You can switch intentionally if you want, if that's how you want to do it, because that's fine by me. Or if you do not want to switch intentionally, you can, trade back and forth.
Okay.
I mean, you can do the wisdom saving throw thing to trade back and forth. Okay, this is weird. Where's the rest? There it is.
Seeing them come in, I'd call out to the rest of the crew, Sahagin incoming, prepare for battle. There's at least 8. Yeah,
Okay,
I just yelled that out, so
I don't know why this isn't loading up the way it should. They're not showing up on the board. 1 second. Okay, nothing under the... Ah, that's why. Duh. Alright. The health is on Cogsworth.
Thank you, thank you.
So this guy's technically riding up front. This guy's there, that there. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so up front, the closer it gets, the closer you can see that this is one of the massive four-armed Sahagin up sitting on top of the giant sea serpent.
Should we be concerned?
Lobu's gonna like lean out over the railing a little bit and be like, "No fucking way, not another snake!" And he's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. If
You're gonna do that as your first strike.
yeah,
Noxie,
Yes.
what the fuck?
What?
What is that?
What is what?
Is that angry Noxie?
Low res Noxie next to the barrel.
What are you talking about?
Okay, that was weird. So the dissonant whispers seem to catch it off guard. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, that's 60 feet. Yeah. Technically, it's further than 60 feet away at the moment.
Because of the diagonal.
No, it's because remember this is the upper deck.
I'm saying because of the diagonal going down to the surface of the ocean and
Yeah.
then going out.
Yeah, basically, if I recall right, this is about 50 feet up. Let me double check.
50? That's a tall ship.
No, not 50 feet up. It's like what? Less than 10 feet between decks. The bilge is definitely under the water, which means the whole. Oh, it's 20 feet up to the upper deck. So yeah, it was about like 10, 20 feet up, depending, or 15 at the outside, depending on the water thing. So that's further away than that.
got it. Do you want me to do you want me to remove a spell slot still? Or
No. You would have seen it's too far away for that. I was just looking at the thing and thinking like, okay, yeah, but this is technically behind the ship. This is the top level above, but it's sitting right on top of this. So which means you get line of sight to here with your ballista, but you have to add extra feet for spells and whatnot.
cool.
All right. Well,
Topaz has already dived down. So now we're going to initiative order. And sorry if you can't hear me. If you're having a little trouble hearing me, I keep getting very congested at the moment.
oh my god, I roll advantage on initiatives and
Wait, what? But I forgot to click it. But yeah, initiative's kind of low. Just a little bit.
Alright, so I'm gonna make this team red over here, so that I only have to roll 2 different Sahagin references instead of a whole bunch of them. And it's team blue.
Do you want me to roll initiative again, or do you want to apply it yourself? I forgot to click my token.
You can
'Cause I'm dumb.
hit add token and then update your thing manually.
Huh? Do what?
You can basically click your token, roll initiative again, and then adjust it to the original score by clicking on it.
Damn it!
Here.
I know. It's literally what I rolled plus 10.
You guys all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, Topaz goes first.
All right, my path is clear. Are the distances accurate, or?
Yeah, the distances there would be accurate.
All right. Well then, bringing up my ring and taking a bead on the serpent. All 3 charges.
Oh, that awesome ring of ramming you bought.
Oh, I might have missed it. Maybe I
Yeah,
hit something.
you did miss it. It's like you basically you go stream. That's right. No, that's right. That's 60 feet. So you kind of like throw out your fist to throw at a ram, and it like you see it cutting through the water beautifully, and then at the last second, the snake with all of its cargo holding onto it, just happens to dive underneath the charge, and then pops up right as after it passes over.
All right. I'm diving and going to kind of putting myself in their path, but under them.
All right.
How you want to do that in 3D combat, but my swim speed's 45. So.
Yeah. Or you can just move your token up, and we'll remember that you're on the same plane as them.
Well, I want to be kind of underneath. If the serpent starts coming back up,
well,
so they're going over top of me.
Well, yeah, it's already over top because it basically just dove down as a thing and came back immediately back up after the ring thing passed. But yeah, the snake.
I'm kind of making myself a target so that if I can get within spear reach, if they pass me and don't divert course, so I get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, the snake is definitely coming right towards you.
That's what I'm trying to do. Okay.
Do you speak? Do you understand any Sahagin, by the way? Character-wise?
Not unless they're speaking Aquan.
No, they have their own language, and you can kind of hear it through the water. It's definitely not like Aquan.
Okay.
But the snake just kind of comes swooping down through the water, and immediately attempts to bite you, which would miss, of course.
Is it continuing past? Is it trying to get them to the...
attempting to bite you, and
Perfect. So I basically stopped them from moving forward anymore because it decided to go for me.
Yeah.
Unless they jump off.
But these Sahagin here detach and immediately go for you.
Oh no.
So we got the first attack volley. Second attack volley. And third attack volley. Hold on, where's the bite on that? Bite and spear. Does any of that hit?
The one bite first.
Yeah, so
Sahagin.
yeah, the one bite just to graze your shoulder, drawing a little blood.
3. Okay.
Dread.
Okay, so they're essentially, 65 feet away from me.
And you're up on the top, so that would be that's right, it's about 15 feet to the main deck from the water line, and then an extra 10 feet to the upper deck.
So that's 65 from me to that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to fire at that one.
At the big guy? The Baron? This
Oh,
guy?
I don't have radiant. No, yeah, I don't have the Smite.
Yeah. Yeah, the bolt discharges harmlessly into the water, missing all of them.
Okay. Don't think I can fire it twice. I have to reload, don't I?
Yeah. Volin.
Sure, if I want to just jump off the side of the ship right into the water, how many feet would you count that as?
Let's see. That's a jump, so that would actually. I would consider it double to, in the falling. Um, so that's again. It was about 25 feet down. Uh, so it'd actually be double your movement speed would be doubled, or it'd be like half that as your movement thing. Sorry, again, my nose is still very stuffed up. So let's see. So that'd be like 10, 15 feet of movement to go that far.
Okay,
That helps.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, it does. I'll move 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Pull out the pike that I have that I got
Ooh.
from the mummy.
I think just to make sure we're all on the same page here, unless you have a swim speed, it costs you double.
I have mariner's armor
She's got the
on.
mariner's armor,
There you go. Good.
And
which
using
also
the pike.
which also means that you're not hampered by water combat.
Excellent.
Good. Okay. And I see this big beefy boy right here, so I'm gonna make 2 reckless attacks against him with the pike.
Nice.
Ooh.
And both of those hit. He roars in pain at being stabbed. And his eyes just focus on you.
All right, and I'll end my turn there.
Yeah. He immediately comes forward and sees you and raises his trident. Hold on. I need to move him forward by one there. And he will bite down on you, or attempt to. And then smack you, or attempt to smack you twice with his trident.
Dang.
Oh, and you got advantage on that, so that because you went
Yeah,
reckless, which means all 3 of those hit.
29 damage ain't a thing. It's all good.
Yeah, you weren't raging though.
Yeah, no, it's not a thing. Don't worry. We're fine.
Noxie.
I'm going to fire the ballista. Is it ready?
Oh yeah, it's loaded.
Okay, yeah, I'm firing at their ride. I'm gonna fire at the snake.
All right. Do you have the stats for the ballista?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay, cool.
No.
Blink. The ballista just, the big huge bolt just kind of just starts falling down into the water right over here.
All right, that's my turn.
Yeah. So these 3 Sahagin detach and swarm around Volin. And they all get advantage. Advantage toggle on. Bite. Spear. Bite.
Ooh.
Spear. Bite. Spear. So it looks like you're taking more and more damage, Volin.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm trying to figure out what hit and what missed for a sec. I think one of them missed.
Yeah,
2 of them.
2 of them missed.
Okay. Doing some quick maths.
All good, all good. Lobu.
Lobu's gonna take a quick look over at Noxie and be like, "You got to take that snake out, man. If that snake comes anywhere near me, I'm gonna freak out." And then leaps over the edge and let me see here. Flanks with Volin, and then attacks the Sahagin right in between us.
Alright. That's a miss. That one, though, hits. You just hear it making those weird noises that the Sahagin make.
And I'm gonna shout at them in Aquan. Why don't you pick on something from the sea, huh? And that's my turn.
Cogsworth!
JK, it's me!
Fumble!
Woo! So I am going to check something out here.
Okay.
Okay. Grizz, can you see that purple?
Yep, I can see that purple
Okay.
block.
So I'm going to aim, like, right here.
Okay.
She can't see the where your mouse is. If you hold left mouse button, it'll do. Yep.
There you go.
She can see that.
You're aiming at the constructor, at the snake.
I am. So I'm going to move up. Hold on. Up to the edge so I can see a little bit better. And then
click that.
I'm going to use my bonus action to take out my recorder. And I am going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh.
Pushed it.
They can see it, and she will make the appropriate saves.
Alright, so I will make the saves for the ones in there. Topaz, you have to make a save for yourself.
Yes, I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
The save is 14. I thought it would list it, but it
Sometimes it
didn't,
does,
and
sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, I think we somehow didn't do it right, because it didn't give your spell slot either. It didn't take your spell slot either.
It doesn't do that automatically. You have to update that manually.
Yeah, it doesn't unless you put it down as an attack spell. If it's a spell card spell, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Dutch, lay down. Sorry.
It's a
Please
bard spell, right?
I believe so.
Fumble cast it. I think Fumble's a bard.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a nifty thing. I'll put it in Discord that you can stick in the text of the spell. If you put that in there, it will automatically figure it'll put your saving throw number in the spell when you.
Alright.
Son, I will beat you in the next week if you
Nice.
don't lay your ass down.
Where did you type that?
In Discord.
Oh my god, you
there
just...
What happened?
the Baron just got... fell into the hypnotic spell.
Yes.
I was not
Come on,
expecting that.
keep it coming. Keep it coming. Damn
The
it.
Sahagin succeeded, and then I've got 3 more Sahagin.
And I'm sorry, but where in the card do I put that?
2, and
Where it says
3.
each creature must make a wisdom saving throw, you can just stick it in right after the word throw.
Okay.
And the priestess.
So, including the DC in all caps?
You can put the DC, you don't have to put that. That just means it'll say, must make a wisdom saving throw DC, blah.
May I click it again? Nice.
Sweet, thank you.
Oh my god, even the priestess.
Oh, Fumble, you're mine.
Fumble, you just did something incredible.
Woo! It's the end of my turn.
Yep.
That's all Fumble can do. He's out, I'm done.
Half of them didn't save. That's so great.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the big ones didn't save. That's the important part.
Yeah, the priestess is just kind of stunned by the hypnotic pattern. Topaz!
Surprise, guys! Fumble's a bar.
Wow, everybody went blank.
All these swirling lights that seem to have come up out of nowhere from the sound of the. It's like weird. It's like you heard this sound of a recorder. You heard it before. Then one time you even saw it nearly kill somebody, but but this is different. It sounded, and suddenly there was patterns everywhere. And
Turns until they take any damage. Well, if I were to move here and basically be at a different, what's the word I'm looking for? Depth than the snake.
Okay.
Would I be able to flank the Baron with Volan?
Yeah, you can flank the Baron with Bolin. But since it's incapacitated anyway for this particular round, even when you damage it, it'll snap back after that. You still get advantage because it's incapacitated to begin with. So you don't have to move if you don't want to.
That's true too. Yeah, but I want to anyway.
All right.
So I will do that short swim, and I'm going for him. This is going to be a stunning. Well, let's see if I hit him. I don't have to wait. I can wait and see. All right. Advantage. First attack. 19. I hope hits.
That definitely hits.
So that I will spend a key point on and make it a stunning strike.
Okay. He's snapping out of his current color obsession. What's the text for stunning strike again, please? Constitution saving throw. All right. Oh, he fails that. He goes right back to being stunned.
All right. And then I'll follow up on that second attack on him.
That's a 14.
Flurry of blows.
Nice.
That definitely hits.
So I gotta ask, that imposes thing, is that if you use a key point for something else, or is that just the base of flurry?
No. Well, I have to use a key point in order to flurry of blows. So if I spend a key point and I hit with one of my flurry of blows attacks, I get to impose an effect.
Okay. Does that require more key, or is that just as a reward?
No. Well, no. It's just
flurry.
Yeah, it's just a reward for doing flurry.
Okay. Thank you.
It's because I'm open hand monk path.
Thanks, awesome.
Oh.
So I don't really see much point in. Well, I'll make him make a dex save or be knocked prone for whatever good that does. He'll be prone in the water.
You can't prone in the water.
Can't prone him in the water. Okay.
And he's already stunned, so
yeah, and I don't want to push him. So I'll just
pushing would potentially damage Volan.
I'll just keep beating on him with the second attack from that as well.
All right.
Good job, though.
That'll be it.
Another 7 damage. Wow.
That'll be it for me.
Tractor Snake is currently stunned by the color pattern. It's only one of the Sakagans is still active, and that one goes after Topaz.
Would it be considered advantage or not? Because the constrictor's incapacitated currently.
It's incapacitated, so it doesn't get. It
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter anyway.
You hit me for sure. So 3 and 7. Okay.
Dread.
Right, so the Baron is stunned, right?
Yes.
Baron is stunned. Yes. I take it that's at the Baron.
Yeah, that's the Baron.
Nice.
Then bonus action, I cast spiritual weapon on that one.
What's the form of your spiritual weapon?
I don't know. What would you think it should be as far as that goes?
What's your god?
I guess a giant skull,
Where?
sort of.
That works for me. Yeah, since that doesn't really represent the god so much, that's just a cute little picture. Flying skull. All right, damage from the yeah. Skull just comes over and takes a big bite out of the one Chicagan.
That's my turn.
Volan.
Sure, I would like to rage. After taking 50 points of damage.
Ah,
And
Flaming
I'm
skull.
away
Spiritual.
and pull out my new great axe, and I'm taking 2 strikes at this bear.
All right.
Ooh,
That-
ooh.
That first strike is enough to kill.
Oh shit! Big bad.
Oh no!
You basically take your axe, swing around, and without any real effort, decapitate the Baron in front of you. Your second strike, where would you like that second hit to land?
I mean, I guess.
This guy?
Well, can I move and take an attack? Well, no. I'm
You-
just gonna
you'd
attack
be
this
hit.
guy.
Yeah, so yeah, then you immediately bring the blade around again. Basically, you just swing your blade so hard it decapitates not only the Baron, but manages to decapitate the Sahagin right behind you as well. So you usually decapitate 2 bodies with one really powerful swing. The blood is spurting into the water everywhere.
All right, all in my turn.
Noxie.
I'm just gonna use my turn to reload the crossbow. I mean, not to reload the ballista.
The ballista. Alright.
Yep.
The remaining Sahagin turn away from Lobu and immediately go after Volan, shouting something in their Sharky language.
I mean, yeah, I'd be pissed too. Shit.
More like Sahaguan. I fucked up the pronunciation of that. Sahuagin. Damn it.
I can never pronounce it. So,
Okay, 2 of those hit.
yeah.
Do you round up or down for damage?
Down. So
Okay.
you take like 4 points of damage from that.
Alright, dope.
Lobu.
Lobu's gonna like get right between him and be like, and hit the one in between him and the spiritual weapon,
Alright.
and be like, "You were supposed to hit me."
Both of those land. He's like basically just go swipe, swipe. The tusk and the tooth. Cogsworth.
I will be back in control again. I will stow the recorder, and on the quick thing, what I could
How long
But,
does that field
that-
last for?
a minute if I recall.
Excellent.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Alright, so you're kind of...
We share concentration, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Inst. Instantaneous spells don't interrupt that, though, correct? I can maintain
correct.
concentration. Then
Correct. You just can't
Okay.
do another concentration spell, and if you get hit, you have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Then I will use Sacred Flame on this
On the middle one, got it.
on this one. DC 15. Take 5 damage. That was a pitiful roll.
Alright. Still landed though.
So he takes 5 damage.
It's still every little bit helps, you know.
Yep. And that's what I got.
Braces is still stunned. Topaz!
Is she actually sitting back there out of reach like that?
Yeah, she's on the back of the giant sea serpent, and she's like stunned. They're just kind of holding there because they're distracted by the color pattern.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let that guy take a attack against me and swim away from him.
All
Going
right.
back there.
And that guy misses anyway.
And I'm going for her. Advantage. Provided that hits.
Definitely
Going
hits.
to spend a key point and stun her too, or try to.
All right. Wow, these guys are except for the hurt they put on Volan, it's like they haven't been able to touch you guys because of that. Fumble for MVP.
Second attack on her.
All right.
Spend a key point, flurry of blows.
Do you wish to have an effect on that?
Would knocking her prone do any good? Because she's on the snake.
No.
Can I not knock her off the snake?
Yeah, sure. You can knock her off the snake.
Just basically unseat her. I don't need her to go anywhere, so she can't really ride the snake.
Yeah.
I don't really want her out of reach, just off the snake. And then second
Let's have her tumble
flurry
on backwards next to you.
Sure, that works. Second flurry will go on. Let's see. The second flurry, and the snake is still stunned. Somebody's gonna come hit it.
Yeah, the eyes are just kind of like repeating the same pattern it sees around itself.
You know what? I'm gonna send that second flurry at the snake.
All right.
And I'm going to spend a key point on that too and make a save or be stunned.
Okay.
DC 14.
That's Constitution saving throw.
Correct.
Come on, open up. There we go. Huh. I am rolling.
Damn.
I'm just making
And
shit rolls
and
tonight.
for the you can make a strength save for it because I'm going to attempt to push it 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, it definitely does not move at all.
Yeah.
That's okay though. It's stunned too.
It's solid in the water.
Wha-bum! Stab, stab, thunk. And they're both just kind of floating there.
Yeah.
I'm setting the stage for y'all. Get
So this-
get away from those two minions.
So that sagging there comes forward and flanks to go after Volan.
One damage.
Dread.
Let's attack this one with crossbow.
Alright.
As soon as I can get the page here.
Yeah, roll 20 seems a little bit laggy tonight.
And the other one's going to get a spiritual weapon attack.
So that one takes a crossbow to the shoulder and attack with your spiritual weapon. And as this guy here is so busy focused on Volan and helping out its companion, it doesn't even notice as the flying skull comes around and just kind of chomps into the side of its neck and loosens up the flesh, letting a torrent of blood slide into the water, and its body just kind of slides underneath.
It's end of turn.
Volan.
I'm gonna whip around seeing that one go down And I'm
the
gonna
blood
take 2
kind of like
strength of
splattering the back of your shoulders and everything.
this guy. Hmm.
And both of those
Ooh.
hit. And
Oh.
you know, you get the blood at your back from the spiritual weapon attack, and this one you just go chop chop, and more blood goes spraying everywhere onto you. If it wasn't for all the water, you'd be covered in gore right now.
And I'm going to swim around this way to flank with.
Okay. Noxie!
Did we ever establish that I get sneak attack with a ballista?
You know, I'll allow it since there's allies within range of the of your target.
Well, also I have advantage because it is stunned.
Yes, there's that too. So it's like you managed to aim true, and there's like twing, and a giant ballista goes smashing into the snake right in front of.
Hey, can you
Topaz.
please get that quote in writing for me?
Oh,
What?
I would also.
Did we ever distinguish if I get sneak attack with a ballista? That's a wonderful out of context quote. Please continue.
Oh my god!
I would also like to evoke Fury of the Small.
Go for it.
Alright, that's just 6 damage.
So I mean, basically the entire because of like Topaz punching it around in around so that its face was now facing her, you managed to take out the entire lower section of the snake, just kind of like where the priestess had been riding earlier. That's now like all just blood and gore in the water.
Alright, and my turn.
Oh god.
Angry
Noxie's
Noxie.
Mad. Mad.
Is that the Fury of the Small?
Yeah.
So the Sahagin goes for Volan.
Can you drop that Fury in chat? I want to read it.
Fury of the Small.
Oh, that wasn't meant to be
Yeah.
advantage, but it's the
Go ahead.
but the 21 landed anyway. Lobu! And that was on Volan, by the way.
I was about to ask. Loba's just gonna swing away again, since he feels like we've got this pretty well
And you
handled.
just saw the huge ballista sail over your head and slam into the snake. So that thing takes 11 damage from both hits.
I like those names better. Tusk of the Narwhal, Tooth of the Shark. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Alright. Cogsworth, Fumble, what would you guys like to do?
So I'm going to take control again. And I am going to aim this at the snake.
What are you aiming?
Is everything still
Yeah.
charmed?
Yeah, is anything still charmed?
Yeah, the two Shahagin are still under the charm effect.
Okay.
So the
that's
constrictor
what
and the
I
priest are stunned?
They're
Yes.
stunned by Topaz.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, so I'm gonna aim my vicious mockery at the snake. And I am going
What would you like to say?
Hey, you slimy sliver of dolphin shit!
The snake either doesn't hear you, doesn't understand you, or doesn't get affected by your vicious mockery. It just doesn't land.
Damn it. Couldn't.
You do
What
hear
kind of
Lobu
snake?
laughing really hard, though.
Lobu is entertained.
What kind of snake is just sitting there going, oh, I've heard
Constructor
worse.
snake. Lobu, I'm going to award a 1d4 inspiration for your use in this battle. Because while the vicious mockery failed to land, you did somehow get slightly inspired. The fellow bard. So Hagen Priestess,
Lobu?
she's
Yeah.
She's still stunned. Topaz.
Alright, so they are still stunned till the end of this turn.
Yep.
Or the end of my action this turn. So I will go after the priestess again.
Okay. And you basically just take your spear and jab it right through her throat, right out the back of her.
Does that kill her?
Yep, that her body is just now kind of limply laying there in the water now. Her eyes open, stunned, blood going everywhere.
Second attack on the serpent.
Alright.
I'm going to, if that doesn't kill it outright, I will spend a key point on that and make another save.
Alright. And that is Constitution again.
Stunned again.
Rolling terribly.
And then the one bonus action, one martial arts attack. And that will be it for me.
Monks are OP. Giant snake can do nothing. The Sahagin can do nothing. Dread.
Alright, I'll shoot at this one. Let's see.
Congratulations, baby! You shut down a combat.
And that one's body just goes drifting downward again. Now that Dread manages to tag another one with her crossbow from above. I mean, your crossbow might look smaller than Noxie's ballista, but you have taken out more enemies with it.
Yeah, sadly, those other two are out of range of the spiritual weapon, so that'll be my turn.
Okay.
A ballista with sneak attack.
Volin.
I will move 10 feet up to the snake. I'm going to take 2 more strikes with my great axe.
Ooh, those rolls.
And that first one was enough to kill it.
Alright,
Vortex,
in that case,
do you have enough movement to get to one of the other Sahagin down here?
yes, I move 10 feet.
Alright.
15, 20.
And then that one will take 11 damage. And it's no longer stunned.
Alright.
It comes out of its funk. Anything else you can do, Volin?
Nope, that's my turn.
Noxie.
I'm going to.
No more big enemies.
Yeah. They are. The Sahagin, are they. They're not stunned, are they charmed, right?
The charmed effect acts like stun, but yeah.
Stunned? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go shoot it with my little crossbow. Is that advantage or is it not stunned?
It's an advantage, it's stunned.
Fury of the Small with a little baby crossbow. Pew!
Nah, I only have one use of that. Yeah.
Well, that's all you
Sahagin.
need. That's
Damn!
Sahagin. Basically, it's still distracted by all those colorful lights that Fumble put out into the air. And you, Noxie, you kind of climb up onto the side of the ship and look down at it. You line up your crossbow, and you once again manage to pierce it right through an eye and out the back of the skull, killing it in one hit. Because that is what you do, Noxie. That is the awesomeness that you are.
It's weird how I got 2 12s and 2 4s. It's really weird.
Those things
Especially
only
with
have
rolling
22
different
HP. Lubu.
Lobu's gonna be like, I think everybody's got this, and go and like, he's gonna look over at the sea serpent. Is it like sinking into the water, or is it?
Yeah, the body is just starting to sink.
He's gonna swim over and tie, or like put his grappling hook in its mouth, and then, basically try and drag it behind the ship.
Okay. That's your action. Cogsworth Fumble.
I will take control. Once again, stowing the recorder and double checking the range on this. Is that within 60 feet? With the diagonal bit.
I'll give it to you, yeah.
Okay. Then I cast my Sacred Flame once again. DC 15 or 11 damage.
Grizz, I think between the two of us, we have one set of lungs.
11 damage.
And it only had 11 health left. So
Woo!
Cogsworth comes up and just kind of like casts one spell that the remaining Sahagin just kind of like seems to melt away from. It's like not even a real fire damage. It's just radiant. It's just this radiant aura just comes and slams around it and seems to disintegrate the Sahagin. Leaving the
Wrapping
body
a hand in
there.
the priestess's robes and grabbing her before she can sink or float away.
Alright.
And I move over here and call to Volan and tell her, let's get this Baron as well.
The Baron's already is sinking pretty thing, but you guys being strong swimmers, you can easily grab their bodies up.
Heave them up on the ship.
I did more damage than the ballista with my crossbow.
Sometimes that happens.
Think we can take this as proof the Sahagin War has begun.
Yeah, it looks like maybe we don't have a whole lot more time to goof around.
No, we don't. How much longer to this ghost ship?
Your Goliath friend who's been keeping track of the ship since it's been because of the storm and because everyone else is was in defensive positions. Yeah. Looks at the readings and says, well, we got about 20 more miles or so. Probably about 10, 12 hours, depending. Maybe less if we get a good wind.
Think we can still do it. These are just scouts. They would have had a bigger band.
I'm going to walk over and look at one of the sails and just start like
Using my bellows.
Yeah, just like blowing at it. Like, is this helping?
Yeah, I think I can feel.
Sail pushes against us.
I'm going
No,
to
Fumble and me know nothing about shit.
going to summon my energies.
And I
Heal
think
myself.
we need a 5-minute break. See you back shortly.
Oh, I
Alrighty.
was going to heal the both of you.
Save it for the ghost ship.
Well, Volan's hurt.
Nah, I'll just rest it off.
Yeah, short
Rub
rest.
some salt water in it
Don't
and be
worry.
good.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
flesh wound. Don't worry about it.
Can't even feel it.
Okay.
I
Like
think this
clap
is the
when all
most
of our
damage.
limbs fell off. Volan, was that with you where I got in your backpack and started spitting pebbles?
I don't think so.
No? Who was it then?
I think that was actually. I think that was in Caleb's game, actually.
Yeah, it was.
What's up?
That one shot, that Halloween one shot,
Yeah.
where my limbs fell off.
Yeah, that was Volan
It was?
and Evil Fluffy that joined up. Volan's player, though, she could only stick around for the one session.
Yeah, and so
I think you were a ranger.
I don't think I played.
Well, whomever it was, my limbs fell off, and they shoved me in their backpack and shoved pebbles in my mouth.
Said whomever. I lost all my limbs.
Yeah.
I wonder who it was then. Because your voice sounds like the person that was. I could have sworn it was you. I could be wrong,
so.
but either way.
I thought it
I'm
was
not
the same
sure.
Okay.
Alfie!
But yeah, now you know.
What?
Talking to them.
Huh?
Talking to them.
Oh, there.
Sweetheart.
What?
They know. Now they know. Well, now they think they know. And they're gone.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ew.
So, how's everyone?
We're good.
Alright. Who are we still missing?
I just got back.
Cogsworth and Fumble? That sounds like they're not here.
Fumble's back.
Yay, Fumble!
The most important one.
Let's see. Yes, it looks like we have everybody.
Cogsworth is in the restroom, but it's
It's okay since you're, dual mind anyway and that it happens.
oh hey look, he's back.
I just had to pee.
So,
Hey, babe. Give me a brownie.
so you guys brought back 3 bodies from this fight.
And a snake.
Yeah, you brought the 3 bodies. I included the snake.
Oh.
So, the really big hulking four-armed Sahagin, a specially dressed Sahagin, and Libu has attached his grappling hook to the giant snake and is now towing the body behind the ship.
I'm gonna take this time to just clean my recorder.
Hey, Topaz.
After we pick up my warhammer that you just casually dropped onto the deck.
Topaz, help me search these bodies real quick.
Of course.
Just chill right there.
Alright. So it's pretty easy to see that the priestess one has a strange coral amulet around her neck. It looks like there's coral around it, and then in the middle of it there's actually a shark's tooth. Most likely this is a religious symbol of some kind. While the Baron has a decent size trident. And nothing else really of note on him.
Does the trident look special, or is it just like any of the other ones I have like on my back right?
It just looks like a regular trident.
I'll add it to my growing pile of them, but Topaz, do you know what this means? And I'll hold up the amulet.
It's probably a symbol of Sikola, the shark god. That's the Sahagin's unhealthy deity.
Should keep this when we return back to Saltmarsh. We have to let that.
That's definitely proof.
Yeah, it's gonna get bad. If there's no objections, I'm gonna put this in the bag. I'll put it in the bag of holding.
We have someone here who can check for magic.
We can
I
go ask
apologize,
if-
but
I'm sorry.
I specialize in removing curses, not identifying.
What?
We do have our little bird
Say as
friend in
much
the
as say it, they can't see you shake your head.
Oh, I was just reading it.
I thought you were trying to talk to them.
Yep. No, me neither.
I think Delvin usually takes care of that business for us, but I think he's feeling a little late.
Yeah, we could ask him later. He seemed kind of off.
Out of
we
character, is he doing okay?
Yeah, his girlfriend's sick.
Ah,
He was busy the last session, and it would have been last 2 sessions, except that we didn't have last session. That was scheduled, and then he came on tonight and said, "Oops," it said, "Really sorry, last minute," but it's like don't worry about it. More important things.
I'm gonna do a short rest if we have time.
Yeah. In fact, you technically have time enough for a long rest because it's still within 10 hours away. So that means you have long rest time.
I'll take a long rest.
Just not for anything that requires spells at morning, sort of thing. Which I believe clerics. You don't get your spells back till morning.
no, we get a long rest. It would be magic charges.
Oh, okay. There we go. Maybe I'm just thinking of
Yeah, clerics.
3.5.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
that's
back
good.
to my 3.5 days.
Yeah, my ring won't recharge yet.
Yeah.
Because it's specifically at dawn, correct?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you get the effects of a long rest, but nothing that goes with at dawn, because you're not taking a
And-
day. You're just getting the equivalent rest worth of a
Do
long
clerics
rest.
prepare their spells?
Yes.
Or is it... Okay. So if I could get just a moment to look at all of my spells.
Noxie gets. Wait. Yeah, Noxie gets Fury of the Small Bat.
Yeah. I get that every short and long rest.
Nice.
I'm good. Speaking.
While everyone else is resting, Lobu's going to try and convince non-essential personnel to help him drag the snake on board and start cutting it up.
Roll a persuasion check. Oh yeah, yeah. You while the deckhands are mostly busy, you do manage to enlist the help of your good Goliath pal Thalia, and he helps
I'll
you
assist
drag
as well.
drag the snake on board.
Oh, I was gonna play Snake.
If it's alright, I was actually wanting to prepare a potion, if possible, during this long rest.
Sure.
You can still play while we're waiting. Do you want to do a roll, or can I decide? What's up to you?
What sort of potion are you trying to make?
Just a simple healing potion.
All right. So that'd be the most basic of healing potions. So use your apply your let's see, intelligence to your alchemy kit.
Alright, so how would I do that? Is there a roll that I do?
You click on the alchemy kit you have, and it should prompt you for what skill check to use, and you use intelligence.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Funny.
You managed to make yourself a low-end healing potion.
And what is that? Is it a D4 plus 2? D4 plus 4?
It's like 2d4 plus 4. No, wait. It's 2d4 plus 2 or 2d4 plus. One sec. Let me grab my potion.
I'll look it up. You guys can keep going.
Don't forget to clean the stove.
Yeah. 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Okay. So, during this rest, Lobu, you are busy making snake steaks. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, snake steaks.
So roll me a survival check. And is anyone helping you with this?
I guess.
No, never mind.
I can help with that.
All right, you can roll it at advantage then.
And at the end, with this potion, I'm going to be handing it to Volan.
Volan, you now have a potion, a basic potion of healing.
2d4 plus 2.
So this is a large snake.
2d4 plus 2.
So you get. Let's see. How many snake steaks can we make out of this? You managed to make 22 fresh steaks out of this.
Nice.
Which means they will start going bad within the next 2 days without preservations.
Does the ship have like salt? Probably not like big casks of salt or anything.
You know, we could smoke them.
Noxie.
Yes.
You're the chef. That's right. You're the chef, but you're not the bosun. That would be Dovin. You did get. I believe you did get some basic supplies. I mean, you're the chef, so you would have gotten some, preserved things along with things to preserve your fish in and such. Correct?
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
That makes
So I'm gonna
sense.
say that you do have enough salt on board to preserve and cure those steaks.
I can also smoke.
How would you like your steak preserved?
I mean, I guess it probably makes the most sense to try and do both and basically make snake jerky.
Okay,
Probably
so
set aside
11 and 11.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so Lobu, another survival check at advantage. Cogsworth, survival check, but just straight.
Okay. And I would just be doing that as I'm making my potion.
Yes.
Survival. You said survival?
Yes.
26!
Alright, so you got
Nice.
11 salted steaks and 11 jerky, 11 jerky
Snake jerky pellet.
snakes. Steak. There you go. 11 and 11.
And then clean up. To make Fumble happy.
Which means those are now nicely preserved.
Do we have like an inventory for the ship where we like put crew rations and things?
I currently have it under your supply list. You currently have 148 units of food and water. That's not including the snake steaks that you just crafted.
I'll save like 2 steaks for myself and put the rest in the hold.
All right. Salted, jerkied, or were you taking that from the supply that you were going to salt?
Jerky. I'm taking 2 of the jerkied.
Okay. All right then. So the storm eventually abates, leaving some nice calm sailing as you get towards evening. And just as the moons begin to appear, you hear the call of Linto!
Did we ever figure out why they do that?
Apparently there's a hole in the land.
Oh, they say that when they see the land. I don't know why they gotta call names though.
I mean, the land is open to everybody.
Hmm.
Well, depending on what land you go to, some lands have guards.
Did you clean out?
Yes.
Is it spotless?
No, I'm old. So what are we looking for again?
A ghost ship.
Is the ship itself the ghost, or is it a ship full of ghosts?
I haven't deduced that yet.
Also, didn't he say it was sunken?
Yes. Yes.
Dahlia, where's the ship?
It should be around one side of the island, depending on how bad its condition is. It might be fully immersed by now. It kind of like rubs his hands together. Well, let's look. Unless you guys want to anchor up and wait till morning when it's easier to see.
I can't see in the dark. I would prefer it.
I'm gonna lower my voice and whisper to Cogsworth. I don't fully.
That's fine. What isn't there to trust? I say this loudly.
Does the word
Yes. It means obvious.
Roll perception checks, guys.
Core.
I know.
I'm just being helpful. Ooh, nice. My turn. Watch me roll a 3.
I hope. I mean, you can do it.
Actually, I can't roll a 3 because I have a bonus. Watch me roll a 7.
You can still roll the number 3,
Oh.
but you didn't. So yeah. Nice.
I like roll 20
I
better
like the
than I
fact
like.
that 21 and 21. Well,
Oh, that is true.
wait until Caleb finally gets a proper computer and can run roll 20.
I like roll 20's dice. They're a lot nicer to me.
Yeah. All right then. So you're coming close to this, island. You can see tall trees. You can see a nice beach. You see various other small, tiny little island. I don't know exactly what the term is, but they're like tiny islands that kind of surround a much bigger island that don't really have any surface. They're just like kind of rocky outcroppings. And you can see the water. And in fact, let's see, where's Topaz? Topaz, being the navigator, you look down into the water and see that your ship is rapidly approaching a barrier point that you know well from under the water. It's like this would be a area of reef, the sort of place that you're typically finding wrecked ships because ships get too close and drag their bottom against it and can't move again.
Oh, Captain. Oh, Navigator. You're about to run into a barrier reef. Just letting you know.
Oh, thank you.
I'm certain you saw that.
Oh, absolutely, I saw
Mhm,
it.
yeah.
I appreciate you pointing it out to me.
Yes,
Thank
just
you very
verifying what you no doubt already knew. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Full attention.
Do you think we could have used her salt to preserve the fish?
Probably would work better.
All right. Do we want to drop anchor here and start diving? I guess
Any
this
chance we
is-
can wait for it to be light? I really don't see well in the dark.
I mean, we could, but I don't know how well you're gonna see underwater either. It's gonna get dark down there.
Okay.
I just start moving the legs towards the edge of the ship. Meh.
Pretty sure ghosts will see just fine at any depth.
Still, the Goliath points out there's a lot of coast around here to cover, and if you don't know exactly where the ship is on it, you might be diving for days and days searching.
Do you know exactly where the ship is?
Well, I know I last saw it around this island. I think it must have wandered into the, into the past the barrier and is there somewhere.
So no.
So we're gonna have to go to port and then make the trek? Or do we have a dinghy?
You have a dinghy.
I know, right?
what you're saying is our guide out here doesn't know.
He saw it as it was sinking. Think about
Well-
how wild the sea can be.
Looking at Delius, will you have a better idea of where it is in daylight?
Well, it'll be easier to see out here in daylight.
Then I guess we're waiting. I mean, I can take a dive down and take a look around, but if you're saying it's that big of an area,
The island isn't anywhere near as big as that, the one where Cogsworth and Fumble were found, because that was, big enough for the capital of a civilization. But it does seem, to be large enough to support a town if there's one in there somewhere. So that's actually, pretty good space.
what is it exactly that you saw?
Well, it was, sorry, my brain is fuzzing up for a moment.
He's one of the involved.
I'm trying to remember what he said last time. But, it's like, well, I remember hearing about the ship and what that other ship that we're not looking for, the Soul of Winter, said as they came back, and the ship that, looked at the identification of the Emperor of Waves, and I saw it, just kind of listing off to one side, getting pushed around by the wind. Looked like it was in the process of sinking, right around the edge of the barrier of this island chain. And after what the crew of the Soul of Winter said about ghosts, I didn't want to attempt to board it myself.
If I may ask, which side of the island did you see?
He thinks for a
Did I
moment.
cut out?
Well, he looks out at the island where. I think it must have been the western side of the island, and you guys currently are on the southern side of the island.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure you saw the ship?
That I am sure. I know I saw that ship.
So you're not trying to kill us all and steal our money?
Well, if he was, he would have tried
You
to run us
asked
onto the
me.
reef.
Was it a particularly big ship, small ship?
Well, the
Medium ship?
well, the Emperor of Waves is a decent sized ship. It's probably
Is it bigger
close
than this one?
to around this size of ship. He thinks for a moment and tries to think. I'm not absolutely sure. I think it's close to the size of this ship, though. He kind of looks the ship that you're on up and down. Seems about right. And as main deck, well, yeah, lower deck, cargo hold. Well, actually, maybe it's a bit bigger than this ship, because this ship has just its cargo hold and lower deck are about the same, and that ship has at least one more floor. He thinks, yeah, that's right, definitely, it's slightly bigger than the ship.
One more question. Simply while we're discussing this, are we attempting to salvage the entire ship? Or simply peruse its contents?
There's a treasure on board. From what I understand, there's a box, a magical box at that contains promissory notes, property deeds. They're worth they're worth many thousands of gold. And well, if you want to try, we can try to get them back to the original owner. I'm sure he'll furnish a really nice recovery fee. At least that's what I heard. I heard that up to 10% of the of what's recovered. But those promissory notes, there could also be some real money in there too.
I'm sure Noxie wouldn't mind a bigger crossbow.
I'd go ask the fish, but I don't think they would know the difference. One floating thing and another.
Ask them if they saw a big tree.
Oh, I was gonna say, ask them if they saw a butt.
Well, this is a graveyard of ships, right? Basically.
True.
Is there more than one here? I got that impression.
I guess we only have our elves to blame.
Well, it's more of a, you recognize the sort of coral that's all around, around the island as, the type of reef that you, if I recall right, live near, which is towards the south. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You basically, some of your experience with the topsiders is the people who have drifted too close to those sort of corals near islands and have lost their ships on them, and the ships eventually, you've got, there's wrecks of ships nearby your home because of that.
But I mean, right around here.
But right around here, you don't know for certain, but given your experience with them, it wouldn't surprise you. Like, there's probably some other downed ship somewhere in the deep.
Yeah.
That isn't related to the Emperor of Waves.
Yeah. Well, I think we are going to have to wait because we have too many that can't see.
Alright, so we'll move to the western side of the island, dock for the night, sleep through it, and then search in the morning.
Sounds good.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright. You guys managed to maneuver your ship. You find a nice spot. And drop
If I may,
anchor. Go ahead.
out of character, the Ring of the Ram, are you the battering ram, or do you launch a magical battering ram out of the ring?
It launches a magical battering ram.
And literally, it looks like a ram.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if it was Ring of the Ram, like you gain the qualities of a ram and can charge, or
Nope.
if you're chucking it.
It's a magical ram's head, basically out to 60 feet, and slams into something.
It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Meh.
Nah.
So,
Sound effects are extra.
so is anyone taking watch at night?
I'll take
Basi-
some watch because we just got our rest.
Yeah, I mean, I think between the two elves, we've got enough to cover both
All right.
full 8
How
hours.
much rest?
So roll perception checks, elves and Cogsworth.
And I was actually wondering, how long are we resting?
Till dawn. That was the plan.
And how much time is that, ish? From what time it is now?
So I want to say 12 hours.
Could I attempt to make some other potion?
Sure.
Just tinkering, so you can decide, or I can roll
Do
and
I
you
need to
decide
make
from
a
there.
perception too? I'm technically.
Unfortunately, if Cogsworth is doing all sorts of alchemical stuff, you're probably a bit busy. Fumble. Like he's got control of the eyes. He's kind of busy with all that.
Is that okay, dear? Because Fumble can tell me not to do something.
Yeah, but she.
Okay.
So
So
let's see. Cogsworth, are you up with where the elves are, or are you down in the main deck, or are you below?
I'll be on the top deck.
Okay.
And like I said, I'll just be tinkering, seeing what I can make. You can make the decision. And how many more times do you think I can with the materials that I currently?
Not entirely sure yet.
Oh. Also, I don't think it actually gave. Did it give me my proficiency?
What?
Yes, it gave me my proficiency. I don't know what the +0 is.
Yeah, those things can be weird. Hold on,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a token for your Goliath companion.
Here, please.
I realized
stop
when I was
that.
cleaning up the map that I did not have one. Yeah, I'll just use it doesn't quite fit the particular character. I'll just use that. Let's see, he's probably in there. Alright, so let's see, Lebu Perception, Cogsworth is busy with the herbalism kit. What about Topaz?
Got a 23.
Ah, there we are. Sorry, got hidden underneath the ring of ram. So, sometime during the night, as you guys are keeping watch, you kind of find yourself looking over at the island with the all the trees and everything like that, and you see strange lights that seem to be hovering halfway up some of the trees. Like they just seem to be floating there, uh, moving back and forth, but well off the ground, and not any places where even with when you first sailed into this, and there was still some dim light as the sun sank around the horizon. You could see it. You didn't see any structures, at least nothing that clearly stood out. But now you're seeing light coming from that island.
Hmm. Yeah. Who else is up? If anybody.
Lebu and Cogsworth/Fumble are busy brewing something.
Yep. We're over by the mast on the main deck.
I'm going to go get Lobo, drag him over by the elbow, and point.
Whoa, that's very strange. Could I roll an Arcana on those lights?
Sure.
Some sort of...
You stare out at that, and you've got the sneaking suspicion that there is something undead out there. Moving lights back and forth. Maybe a will-o'-the-wisp, maybe something, similar. But definitely not natural. Not just some regular enchantment, either.
Looks like we've got some undead out there somewhere. I don't know if we should tell Dredd or not. I think, I guess we should tell Dredd.
How far away is that?
Let's see. It's out past the shore, up into the island. Its interior. You can see it around the tree line. Trying to think of how far away you get. I'm gonna go with 100 feet from where you are now to the shore. Is that unreasonable? Does anybody know what the distance is when it comes to a barrier reef?
It's about right.
A lot of barrier reefs can be far out, but it's up to you, really.
All right, I'm gonna go 100 feet. That sounds reasonable to me.
This is over the land.
Because I think some reefs can literally be like half a mile out, but again, it's your thing, especially because there are man-made reefs like wave breaks.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask Darius about that. He said he saw this ship sink, so I don't think that's from the wreck, unless they migrated.
Which kind of makes me torn because I do want to hunt the ghosts, but I also want their treasure. We might have a little more on our hands here than we.
I'm going to go look. Just keep an eye out for me. I'm going to I won't go any further than the beach.
Okay.
I just want to see what there is to see between here and there under the water.
Okay. So you dive out. You start your normal swimming. Various fish scatter at your presence, and eventually you find yourself coming up onto the beach. And the nice sand underneath your feet. And some nice cool air this time of year. And you still see the lights just kind of...
And I didn't run into any other wrecks within sight?
No, not within the site that you're swimming out in, no. Just more fish.
Yeah, I don't want to go in any further. If I'm staying on the beach and I don't see anything unusual, like besides the lights, if there's anything on the beach or...
Roll a investigation check. Yeah, you see the occasional stray rock and some pretty shells that would be, nice back home. But nothing significant, nothing that, like what you were hoping to find, maybe.
All right. I'll leave it alone and head back. If I see any friendly enough fish on the way back, I'll ask them if maybe they'll have some memory. I don't know. Maybe they can't remember that. How long ago did the Goliath say the ship sank?
Roll a perception check. Yeah, pretty much all the fish around are just kind of like swimming further and further away from you.
Okay. Be that way then. Who wants to talk to you anyway? Stupid tropical fish. All right, yeah, I'll get back and clamber aboard. Nope, I didn't see anything more.
Well, I guess we should wait for the others and tell them about it in the morning.
But I can tell you that there wasn't any wrecks under the water between here and there. We'd have to go around to a different side of the island to find what he's talking about.
I guess we could always go overland, potentially, if he said it was also inside the barrier reef.
Well, I'm going to go to bed. I'll go wake Fallen up.
What's up?
Time for watch. And we saw some floating lights in the trees. Like will-o-wisps or something. Lobo seems to think they were undead. I went in and took a look, but I didn't see anything under the water, so whatever they are, they weren't from our wreck. They're on the land.
And you don't think they're gonna come out here?
I have no idea.
No,
I didn't seem to.
Alright. I'll keep an eye out. I'll head to watch.
Alright. Roll me a perception check, please, Volan. Oh, yeah. Now you look out there, and you also see dancing lights somewhere in the trees. Definitely doesn't look like, normal torches or anything like that that would be considered natural.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep note of it and keep an eye on it, make sure it's not coming closer, but I'm not gonna do anything until everyone else.
Alright. Yeah, by the time dawn starts to come around, the lights have vanished. But you can hear plenty of songbirds. They begin their morning chirpings. Nothing quite as interesting though as like a chicken or anything like that. There's no cock-a-doodle-doo, just songbirds.
Cogsworth!
Yes.
Oh, and of course the sudden sound from the magic mouth, which has that, which goes off at every sunrise, like dun, 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 something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Are there any cows?
No.
Okay.
Yes, those
You don't
sea
hear any.
cows.
There's manatees? You can go get your own brownie.
I thought you said you were having a little one.
Yeah, it's a little one.
Fine, I'll remember that later. Anyway, please carry on.
So now that
Okay.
you guys are beginning to wake up, what would you like to do?
Did my tinkering pay off?
Oh, almost forgot about that. Yes, sorry. You managed to make only one more low-level healing potion.
Okay. I'll hand that to Dread.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What can he say? You're welcome.
Oh shit, I rude myself.
Please stop.
Oh, you know that.
Last night, Topaz came to me, told me that she saw lights. Lobu said he saw undead, and I saw them too. Just so everyone knows what's going on. So there may or may not be undead on that island. Topaz said she didn't see any shipwrecks though.
Hmm.
So it's up to you.
Finding more trinkets, Libu?
Yep. I was about to say I
Alright,
went
I'll
fishing.
I'll whisper to you.
Cool.
Go ahead, continue to say something, to talk. I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's up to you, Captain, if you want us to go check or not.
I mean, I know you have your thing with the undead, so I just wanted to check in with you.
Last time we went on the island, it didn't work out very well.
We did get a lot of coin though.
We got a lot of lost.
All right then. So I think, in my opinion, that we should continue looking for the ship. It's daylight. We have time to spare. Then maybe we'll check out the island if it seems to be an issue. That's just my opinion. So I'm open to suggestions.
I agree.
Moxie nods in agreement.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah,
Whoever
Fumble.
gives out suggestions has to wear the cap.
No. We don't need a.
This is no longer a democracy.
It's a volanocracy?
Correct.
What about enough?
No.
But what if there's two people that have?
Then they need to stop playing tug of war with the captain's hat.
Up into the ocean, and I'm gonna start walking towards the.
Please, not yet. Where's Thalia?
Thalia comes up from the cabin he took, stretching. Morning. Do we have anything to
Daddy,
eat?
did you know there's undead on this island?
Well, yeah. I said that's what caused the last crew to go fleeing away. That there was a ghost issue or undead issue or something along those lines. They just didn't want to deal with it.
Were you sleeping when he said that? Yes, she was sleeping when you said that. My apologies.
Are you hungry?
Roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right.
Oh
Daddy, are you
no.
hungry?
Your reaction is up to you, Lobu. It's right in the middle of the road, but if anybody nearby Lobu who's fishing at the moment wants to roll a perception check.
Oh no.
Yeah, Volin,
Did
you
he
look
fish a steak?
you look over at Lobu, and you see caught in his net is some kind of faded seaweed covered little doll. Apparently he's fixated on at the moment.
Okay. I'm just gonna let that be. He has his trinkets.
I think I probably noticed Volan noticing it, and I'm like, this one's super weird.
What do you mean, Lobu?
I mean, look at it. It's faded, and it's got this strange hat with bells on it. And then he shakes it at her,
Jingle, jingle,
jingling
jingle,
the
jingle.
bells.
And it appears to be smiling.
Go grab me.
Lobu, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Throw it back!
Lobu's gonna do a quick arcana on. 21.
whisper time.
Oh no!
You stare at this doll, and you could swear that its mouth is twitching lightly, as if it's animated by something under there. You have no idea what kind of magic it might be, or if your imagination is playing tricks on you because it's a very creepy doll in your opinion. But if it is magical, it's not something you quite understand, and it's just that there's a lot of potential about this thing. As if it's not normal, or your imagination is really running away from you, and you're just really creeped out by it.
And I'm definitely getting like creeped out vibes.
Yes,
right?
You're definitely getting creeped out vibes because it appears to be grinning at you, and you don't think it was grinning at you before.
I think Lobu, due to fascination, mostly is going to tuck it away
Okay.
and then like pretend to throw something else out into the water.
Okay. Do it. A GM roll of a sleight of hand.
Ooh, I don't quite know how. Sorry, Grizz. I should know how to do
No,
this,
that's
but
okay.
I don't.
Lots of people don't know how to do that. It's a setting you can do on your little cog thing that's saying always whisper rolls or something like that, or whisper to the GM.
Okay, I'm on the track. Whisper rules.
Alright. Let's see, roll perception for that. Yeah. So you can just say you threw the doll away and you tucked it away. Got it.
Probably not. Fuck, they're back.
Is it Chucky?
Lobu just like chucks it out into the water.
There's a small splash.
So that seems a little radical.
What was wrong with it?
It was I don't know, but I think I saw its little mouth moving.
You saw its mouth moving.
Yeah, I mean, like I think it was either moving or it was not moving.
Are you
Was it
high?
talking to you?
Lobo, you're not supposed to drink the salt water.
Did
You lick the sea snails again?
You guys, I come from the sea. I'd be okay. We used to lick sea snails all the time for fun.
That's so weird, Lobo. Why?
I apologize. I appear to have had another blackout. What did I miss?
Oh, Lobo threw the doll in the water because it was moving its mouth.
Oh. Don't dolls do that?
No!
I mean, I do that, and aren't I basically a doll?
Go back to sleep.
No. It was lonely.
Moxie holds up a sign. Are we throwing Cogsworth in the ocean now?
No!
Well, we have to get to the wreck somehow.
Only if we bring Noxie with us.
Okay.
Can we throw Noxie first?
No. Her barrel will get lonely.
We can put her in her barrel and throw the barrel.
Barrels float.
Then she'd be fine.
Then she'd be on top of the ocean, not in the ocean.
Then we jump
Noxie
on
is-
top of the barrel.
Nazi's backing up as we're talking.
No, Noxie is going to yuck herself off the edge of the.
Well, then we're gonna be right behind her, yucking ourselves.
Please
over.
no.
No.
Please no. Please
Why?
no.
She's not like jumping off. She's just climbing to the bottom. She doesn't want to drown.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't notice, basically Lobu is the rural sea elf type, and Topaz is the the highborn noble prep school sort of royal sea elf type. They're very different types of sea elves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if the highborn join the Marines, this is what you get.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we're
Ocean
burning
rat.
daylight.
Oh, where's the wreck? We
Get
need-
your ass back on the ship. You know you can't swim.
But does anybody want to get in the ocean with the doll that Lobu just threw in there?
Noxie is holding onto the side of the ship. And
Just
so,
The
hanging off
Goliath
the
is
ship.
just kind of staring
Splush.
at you lot as he.
I'm
as
attempting to
he's-
shove you back up onto it.
As he's currently attempting to move the dinghy so that everybody can be lowered down.
I'm gonna
Thanks.
help him move the dinghy.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, the ship should be fine here, but I mean, wouldn't we rather be taking a dinghy around? Unless, of course, you want me to stay here while you go and investigate everything.
No, you're coming with.
Alright, aye, Captain.
We're not the captain.
He called
she
me.
is.
No, shh,
Sorry.
Captain.
Sorry.
Call me Captain.
My head is swimming.
Hey,
We're not
steady
even in the
hand.
water yet.
I'm gonna reach for the captain's hat of Nolan's head.
No,
Yes, he called
There's
me
no
Captain.
I grabbed their other wrist.
He called me Captain.
You're not the captain.
He called me Captain.
You're not the captain.
Then why do you call me Captain?
He's new.
I knew.
He's newer.
Fumblesworth, get in the dinghy.
That's your new name. Enjoy it.
We're gonna get in the dinghy, but we're gonna be arguing the whole.
Noxie's getting in the dinghy as well.
And I'm still gonna try reaching for. I'm gonna look at Noxie.
I'll get in this thingy.
Get the captain's hat.
No,
Noxie shakes her head.
don't get the captain's hat.
I'm the
She d-
captain.
Noxie
No,
learned her
we're
lesson.
not.
She does not like what happened to her room after she was captain. Um,
Everyone gets to be captain.
that-
There are consequences.
Does that mean since we don't have a room, that everyone would be subject to the terror that would have been what happened in Noxie's room?
Oh, right here.
No, they're not. They're not gonna make the whole ship sticky.
Isn't that a hold my beer moment right now?
I was just gonna say bet.
Tosses us the captain's hat here.
Technically, if something hit the ship hard enough, the entire thing would be sticky.
you know what?
Because it would
You
be
know-
sticks.
Oh god.
It'd be a good defense mechanism. Anybody that tries to bore us or ship would get stuck to the floor.
Ew.
Hey, how you doing? Stick around. Or is that ship
like
sailed?
a roach motel. Anyway.
We have roaches?
Anyway. So,
Oh no. Topaz. Bad.
anyway. Yeah, some of us are laughing into our coughing sprees.
Well, right as I said my joke, she just took a massive swig of water, so she's trying not to spit it all out while laughing. Babe, drink water.
Spit up if you need to. Breathing. Breathe.
She says she's good,
good.
but I don't believe her.
I'm fine.
Alright.
Yep.
So everyone's piling onto the dinghy except maybe the sea elves who are just diving off the edge.
Yep.
And Dovin, who is the actual one coughing in this scenario. You hear his coughs coming from his cabin.
Oh shit! Before we go, should we ask him to maybe do that spell he does?
Water breathing?
Yeah, the water breathing one.
How long does that last? Does anyone know?
8 hours.
Water breathing? 24 hours if it's the
24
spell.
hours. Oh, excellent. That's even better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
the
go.
potion's 8 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go have Callie pinch him and get him to do spell.
He might be a little crabby though.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, he just kind of like, he's coughing, but, he just kind of like grabs you guys all, looks at all of you and just kind of waves his hand, and everybody who needs it is now affected by water breathing. And then he goes back to lay down again.
Alright, now let's head out.
Can this dinghy hold all of us? Like weight-wise?
I don't see why
Yeah.
not.
Those little boats are surprisingly buoyant. It's not a canoe. Like, it's a proper hardwood boat.
I've never even seen the ocean. You think I'm gonna know what a dinghy looks like?
Literally, a ship, but just the keel part and shrunk down.
The what part?
Tiny
The keel,
little ship.
that massive piece of wood that acts as the spine. You know that part that sticks out the front? Where that goes down under the water to the back. That is the keel. There's a reason
the
why.
butt crack.
No. You know the chest bone of a bird?
Yeah.
That's also known as the keel. I did.
Alright. So, you guys are now out. Well, you're now out on your dinghy. It's easier to do it this way.
Yeah.
The sea elves are swimming along around. What would you guys like to do?
Captain?
What?
Not you.
I mean, I guess the plan is just to go around the areas of the barrier reef and keep an eye out.
Okay. We just have to make sure it doesn't become the burial reef.
Don't snakes live in reefs?
No. They don't.
Lobu, for some saving throw.
Lobu, they don't. I promise. I swear.
I was about to argue that I was underwater already, but it was too late. Yeah.
Moray eels do.
Right as you're going underwater, you suddenly hear Fumble saying something about snakes and reefs.
Moray eels live in reefs, and they're worse than snakes.
They have
You
two
know I
jaws.
don't. I don't care about eels. I don't know why, but they're fine.
What are you doing up here?
I like it on the boat.
Why?
What if there's a snake on the boat?
There's not a snake on the boat.
But what if one climbs in the boat? Will you then
I'm
be
waiting for Topaz just to like throw an eel up on the boat or something.
I'd like to point out, we killed a big snake. You made steaks out of it. I think a
Oh, we've
random
killed
itty
a-
bitty baby snake you could deal with.
We've killed a lot of snakes, but a lot of snakes have also
Well-
killed me. So
I see.
Lobo, why would you? What? You're a sea elf. You're supposed to be in the sea.
I think there's too much at snake here.
Roll a 1d100, please, Topaz. No,
What?
you
oh no.
don't see anything matching an eel's description.
You just hear, oh no.
I was hoping Jolas would get bitten by an eel. Wouldn't find one, but would get bitten.
Yeah, I thought for sure you said percentile dice. One would be the best possible result.
Fair number one.
Find the mother of all eels.
Well, roll me a perception check.
Lobo, why are you scared of snakes?
I've been eaten. I've been chomped.
Uh-oh.
And as they're debating this, and you're gonna duck your head under, you're still looking for that eel. Out in the distance, kind of in the same direction your dinghy is currently heading in, you see the tip of something. Like long and eel-like, but you know it's not an eel. looks more like a tentacle of some kind.
How big?
The tentacle itself looks pretty big, but it is distant, and something seems to be whatever it's attached to seems to be submerged underneath.
Does
A
it
lot
seem to
of
be something hanging onto or like inside of a ship that's sitting on the bottom?
roll a nature check.
Oh, that's probably where our shipwreck
Yeah,
is.
you just see bits of driftwood and bits of seaweed, and whatever it is, it's gone and hidden under
I
there.
get the impression of an octopus or squid, maybe.
Yeah, you get that. You're very familiar with this sort of thing. It's definitely some kind of, probably an octopus is your best guess, knowing what you know.
And they're
about
heading
nature.
that way. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you're heading in
will.
the same general direction.
I'll come poke my head back up next to the teeny.
Okay.
The cube.
Hey,
Well,
y'all
Topaz said
remember
he'll
when I
head out.
said my sister, the druid, would turn into a giant octopus?
Yes.
Yeah. Like I think I see one, and I'm pretty sure it's over by the wreck we need to go to. And you're sailing toward it right now, by the way.
So
Fumble's just gonna take control of the legs and be like, nope.
And then walk where?
very
Start walking towards the edge and start walking back to the ship.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
No, we're not.
So maybe you don't want to bring that too close before you jump in, or it's just going to pull everybody under anyway.
So a giant octopus
Yeah, pretty sure.
around the ship with the treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's an octopus and not an
No.
or a rocktopus?
I don't even know what that is. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
It's from another session. Sorry.
It's from another game. They're very cute.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think the odds are we get in and out of there with no issues?
0.
I think we can do it.
Oxy shows a
Of
sign.
course.
Do we have to fight the octopus?
Well, what do you expect we do with it?
We're not
Ask
gonna
it?
fight a giant octopus.
Ask it for safe passage?
I mean, I can go talk to it if it's
Topaz, please don't
normal.
go talk to that thing.
why not?
I mean,
It's a giant octopus.
What's the worst that could happen?
It's not like you can drown.
The worst that can happen, tentacle rape. But I'm gonna go say something to it anyway, and see if it's in a frisky mood or not. Maybe just wait here. I'm not gonna get too
Can I-
close. Don't worry.
can I come,
No.
Topaz?
Sure, I need a sacrifice. Let's go.
I'm gonna look at Volan and say, she just kind of does her own thing, doesn't she?
Before you go, Topaz. Here. Okay, come here.
What are you gonna hand her? An octopus-sized condom? I don't.
No. I'm gonna cast
You need 8 of those.
guidance. May Helm guide your travels and protect your loins.
Yay! My loins are protected now, Lobu. Let's go.
Well, that's good.
That's why they call condoms helmets sometimes.
Start swimming over toward it. Staying well out of tentacle reach range.
Bring you guys down to whispers, or actually second roll 20 good. All right. So you start diving down into the deep water, and you start seeing driftwood and what's clearly bits of a crushed ship hull here and there. As you go around the one side of the island that you're currently moored around, like there were some taller bits of stone kind of in the way before, kind of blocking your eye line. And as you get further in, you do see the bottom outline of a ship, though part of it seems to still be on the surface, some distance away from where you believe the octopus is. The pile of driftwood and seaweed that you saw the tentacle pull into earlier.
Meaning it sank at an angle or broke up?
Meaning that either it broke up or this is part of a different wreck. But you're fairly certain that the ship itself that you're looking for is very close by. That in fact partly on the surface at the very least, like you can see it from above, up there, like maybe the top deck is still up there.
All right, I'm looking over Lobu. Hey, you have any special magic sensey things you can do?
Let me think for a second here. I'm not super good at the sensing. I'm more good at the helping people out, or now a little bit better at attacking.
Just thought I'd ask. Let's get a little closer.
Sounds good.
See if this is our ship. Not really sure how we're going to tell. Only the Goliath would know for sure, but
Maybe it has the markings on it. I heard him call it the Emperor of the Waves, I think.
okay, I missed that. Emperor of the Waves. Let's go look. Swim down a little deeper and definitely keeping a sharp eye out for anything tentacly.
Alright. Yeah, you see kind of an absence of fish in this area. Whatever's in that pile, that rather large, substantially sized pile, pretty sure the fish in the area are keeping a big, keeping clear of it. Either that, or they've all been eaten.
Hello.
And you're using your speak with water creatures.
Absolutely.
All right. A tentacle shoots up from underneath one of the piles, and it is large, although certain members of this particular party have seen larger. This tentacle, if it was stretched out enough, could probably wrap onto a ship the size that the Emperor of the Waves was described at. Which means it could probably wrap your ship if it decided to come up from where it is right now.
Hey,
I was not expecting that. Is it moving towards us? Like, is it trying to get at us?
It's currently wavering in the water as a response to the hail.
we seek to parley. We mean no harm, just have some questions.
There's some shifts in what's most likely a nest down below, and you kind of hear in the Aquan way saying, "What do you wish?"
I bring greetings of the Alutel Kassir and their court. We seek to retrieve the remnants, one of the floating trees the land dwellers tried to bring through here. Perhaps the one that you have taken for a nest. We wish to take nothing from you that you have claimed. This might not even be the right ship. We just wanted to take a look and see, and then we can leave you alone. Might we seek a temporary truce?
That does seem reasonable. There are some interesting shiny things that have already fallen out the side of it.
Whisper over to Lobu, got anything that you don't need? All among trinkets that you found.
I gave away most of them, but maybe he's hungry. I've got those snake jerky rations.
Oh, yes, we have a treat. Some serpent meat.
Really? I will.
Yeah.
I will try this serpent meat.
Fair trade for a few minutes to take a look.
Very well. Something is moving around in the tree. I will be dining on it eventually.
Don't know what it is.
Something from the land, that's all I know. So it is a special treat. Libu, do you feed the giant octopus some of your ration?
Yeah, I'll probably give up one ration to start with.
Alright. You see the large beak kind of open up, and yeah, this one could definitely eat you if it wanted to, but is not the it is not anything that you dreamt about. You've This is just an octopus, and it's a very large octopus, and it apparently speaks Aquan, which actually isn't too big of a surprise. Octopi are very intelligent, but the octopus kind of like samples the meat. It's small. It's like it's just a tiny little snack, but it does seem to be satisfied.
Do you want to come with me, or do you want to wait here?
I'll go with.
Swimming down and trying to get a view that'll give us if we can see the hull and a name.
Alright.
There's not much of it left.
Well, the drift pile that it's sitting in doesn't appear to be the same ship. In fact, as you get closer to it, you can see the beyond somewhere. Sorry. As you get closer to the pile where the octopus is, and it's shifting around, and the air clears of some of the other debris and silts, you can see past it, and you can see what appears to be an actually intact, not really intact, but a more intact ship than you were expecting, directly out in front, just kind of like leaning up against one of the sorry, my words are failing me. It is leaning up against some of the coral, one of the coral reefs that's there. That's like kind of like propping it up, and it seems like this might be what the octopi was referring to, because it's still like halfway out of the water.
Is that still within reach of the octopus?
Yeah, the octopus looks like it could easily reach up and curl all of its tentacles around the ship and just start beating away. Just start damaging it badly if it wanted to. Like this octopus.
Does that have that name on it? The Emperor, whatever that was.
Yeah, as you search it and stare at it from the outside for a few minutes during the time of the parlay, you definitely find the signature plaque along one side, listing it as the Emperor of Waves.
And is it like how that badly damaged in it? What ways are there to get inside of it?
All right.
I don't want to do it. I just want to look and see.
All right. Sorry, putting up the page on that.
Just wondered if it has any holes in its side,
Yeah.
or just the ones in the deck.
Yeah, it appears to be currently listing to its port side. However, you do not see the expected holes that you might otherwise have thought might be here. However, you do see evidence that bits of masts and sails and rigging are actually littering the water floor down here, the floor of the reef, and that all of that must have snapped off the top and just floated down and become a reasonable nesting material for the octopus.
Look back to the octopus as he eats a snake. Did you sink this one over here with your mighty tentacles?
No, it floated in after a storm, and there was some people in there at the time, but they quieted down, except for the ones that came off the island later. And of course, there was that other ship that came by. I saw that. I was thinking about taking them on. They looked tasty, but they fled all of a sudden.
They're from the island.
Well, not the ones that fled. I believe there's still some from the island on board this ship. This floating tray.
Moving around.
Yes. Can you not
All right.
hear them?
I don't know. Can I hear them?
Roll me a perception check, but probably you aren't you're not quite as sensitive as the octopus is in its environment.
All right, I will give my thanks to the octopus and swim back. All right, we need to let the others know what we're getting into.
Absolutely. That guy is big. As we're on our way out, can I do a perception? He said some interesting things fell off.
Sure.
15.
You just see the masts and rigging on the ground.
Okay.
Hello. Oh,
Alright.
hey.
So you
Hey.
guys dive down, but you don't see much from where you're at. But eventually, Topaz and Lebu come back.
We
Moxie
bear
scrambles back up onto the dinghy.
Yeah.
we bear tidings.
Noxie, why'd you do that?
Now you're wet.
She shrugs.
So, you're good.
Yeah,
What?
we had a little parlay with a big fella down there.
Quite large. I believe
about
he would
the
be easily be
octopus?
big enough to sink us, even if we had our larger ship. And he is well within reach of our quarry. We saw that ship Thalia spoke of. It's there. And the octopus claims that the ones aboard it still are moving around in it. So that would lend credence to the idea that they're undead. But there's no getting to it without going past or around this with this octopus of some tremendous size. He took a bribe from us of food for a brief exploration, but I guarantee he's going to want more if he sees all of us going down there to try and rifle through this ship. And he wanted to eat at least one of the things that was moving around in it. So, I mean, we might be able to turn this to our advantage if we could get whatever's in there out. He might take care of them for us, but at the
What
same
if-
time might be eating us too.
But what if that's our deal? He can eat whatever we flush out.
We can try it.
I mean, if it's willing to take bribes, then I guess we can bide our time. I mean, you said you got in fine for a quick exploration?
Just enough to see that that was in fact the ship we spoke of, and to learn that there were still some things from the land moving around inside it like they shouldn't be.
Well,
He didn't sink it, by the way. They sounds like they were sunk by another ship.
Did you happen to catch the octopus name?
I didn't think to ask.
I see.
Alright, so we're still doing this?
Sure, we can, but we might want to take some sort of a bribe.
What about the fish that Lobu caught?
Oh yeah, I did catch like 11 fish this morning.
That's
Okay.
not even going to be a snack for him.
What if we give him the snakes?
We already gave him some of that. Do we have more?
We
How
have
many
some
did you give him?
rations.
Well, can he only fish the one time?
Well, it seems to work best once per day.
Should we try throwing the net in and play us off?
We could. It worked well last time.
It did.
I was about to suggest pushing the Goliath in, but that's evil.
Take him!
But how should we proceed?
I'm going to start pulling.
Well, those who are more persuasive than me can go down and talk to it if you really want to. If you can talk to it underwater. It seemed to speak Aquan well enough. It's not stupid.
I mean, we have water breathing active, so I think we can talk underwater if that's active, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's always a great debate on whether that works or not.
I mean, sound
Either way,
supposedly travels better. The issue is whether or not your language is discernible through water.
Yeah. Yeah, Aquaman is irrigating outside of water.
Would you like to throw in it?
Hey, Lobo, do you have your net?
I do, yeah.
Could I attempt to catch something?
Sure. Feel free.
Let's see if I can catch something appropriate. So, I'll chuck it out, and Fumble will play her music. Not at exactly the same time, of course. Throw the net out first, and then...
Alright.
Will you
Go
allow
for
it?
Go for it.
Let's put his Fumble. Not Cogsworth.
Yes. Yes, Fumble's the one playing music.
Yep. I know. I was telling her because we hadn't changed the drop down yet. Okay. Man. Oh, so the 12. Sorry, I didn't register at first.
That's okay. Yeah, Roll20's been having a little problems tonight. So yeah, the music. The music's okay. It's nothing special.
And what do I do? Survival?
Yes.
14. I forgot to change the name.
That's okay.
Oh, it changed.
Well,
No,
I didn't change it.
It shows Cogsworth
here.
down below, so that's the important part.
Catch anything special?
Nah, like just 2 fish end up getting caught in that net, but they are fairly small.
I tried.
We
I
can
put the
go.
bongos away with a dejected look on my face.
We can go bribe them with what we've got.
As much as a warforged can look dejected.
With half of its.
I mean, if you guys could talk to him, Topaz is right. We could leverage. We kill whatever's on there, and offer them that. I mean, that's probably our best bet. I don't want to really give away our rations. I mean, it's for us and the crew.
We could throw the big guy over.
Well,
Please
let me
no.
just go try it out. I'll give it a shot. Weird. Hello?
Hello.
Listening?
Yellow.
Ew.
Oh, okay. I can give it a shot. I've got some good persuasion abilities. If anyone wants to come with, they can. Otherwise, I'll just go do it real quick.
Topaz, can you go with them?
Oh, of course.
Thank you. Just to make sure.
Make sure that if they get eaten, they come back and tell you. Yeah, no problem.
Oh my
I was going to
God.
say make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
And just in case something like that should happen, I think we're going to end it right there, and you guys can take the week to think about it. Thinking about
Write a-
what Liv
write a
is
good
going to
speech.
say. Yes. How you're going to handle it, and what happens if you if a problem arises. Good session,
All right.
guys.
Good session. All right. See you guys.